Fazia's question, which we've kind of already been talking about, which is about building advisory service packages. I have a flippant answer on that. And it is, you want to support and guide your clients based on their need. That's what you do. That's how you do advisory services, as we've already mentioned. When it comes to packaging, you package advisory services the same way you would package your compliance services. You figure out first, what are the services that I have the skills for and that I want to offer? And then that might be in your marketing material. Same thing for your advisory type services is, what do you want to be advising on? What do you have the skill to advise on? If you're stumped with what is that, well, as Martin already mentioned, as a business owner, is cash flow is a real popular one. So if you can help clients with cash flow, help them improve their profit margin, just help them manage their money in a healthy way. Also the analysis of managing their growth and hitting their goals, and then tax planning so that they can minimize their tax burden. Those are key areas that pretty much every business wants. But bottom line, here's the thing. In the same way, like with value pricing, the tagline is that really guides you is you price the client, not the service. Well, I would say here, when it comes to packaging advisory services, you can't really package it because each client is their unique situation. So serve the client, not the package.
That's it. So we keep looking for a process when we need a behavior. And something I would say that this is for everybody, but this will help in this question specifically. Xero recently put out a book, I think it was Xero that put it out, called The Pace Setters, which has gained a lot of attention because it's focusing on firms on the cutting edge. Now, as usual, it's biased, and as usual, it's not independent, and as usual, it therefore focuses on everybody who uses Xero. So just like somebody who wins Accounting Growth Practice of the Year isn't actually the greatest growth of the year, it's simply the greatest growth of the people who actually applied for the award, similarly here, the firm's focus are the ones they've heard of, not the ones that are actually doing the best. But Pace Setters, the book, has got a lot of attention. I'm not recommending Pace Setters, the book to you, I'm recommending a review on it, which is fantastic. A friend of mine called Dermot Hamblin has carried out reviews on LinkedIn about this book in two parts. The first part is about the compliance and the cloud. The second part's about the advisory. Have a look at part 2 of his blog on this, called Xero Pace Setters Part 2 Advisory. It's a fantastic piece from a guy who's got even more experience than me. He's been around 23 years, and I trust his views on things. Quite caustic, quite acerbic, very much my line of things. And has got some fantastic thoughts on what constitutes an advisory practice, what constitutes an advisory package, and so on and so forth. So if you want some real direction on that, I recommend LinkedIn, Dermot Hamblin, Pace Setters Part 2. Okay, that's a very good resource. Just his blog, not the book, just his review of the book.
Yeah, and I want to thank Fazia too for asking that question, because it was a very good question. Just want you to know that it's good you're thinking this way.